him in the bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her name, she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 14. Mike 14.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball on these two. Watch twits.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, switch! 14, hey, 43, 15.
My 14. Watch the pass.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
I got you. 14's the mic.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike 14. Mike.
Hey, Sunday.
I'm here all day. Go. 14's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check out.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He gets this one to Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Definitely.
A great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. from the gun to give to Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
57. 14. Hey, D-line. Nice 7. Let's go. 14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Cameron Jordan. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
I don't think you got it, son. Under 10, under 10, 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to lock one deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second and 2. And a big big loss here as he's taken down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, rip lift.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
Mike 14. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
14. Here we go. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
Hey, color.
Box track. Push him back.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Mike 14.
Yellow.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Now a hit and a loose football.
I was about to say that if they actually gave you that, I would have been mad, because I got one like that last game and they didn't give me the fumble.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Wow.
People still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On play action, they'll throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Mixon, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
15.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On third down, Mixon. And an alley to run. 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Dolphins.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down and inches. They complete it to Hill. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Yes, sir.
The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mike 14.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, no, lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Did he drop it?
Incomplete.
Oh,
they took their
trying to
shot
give you
all
the
right,
game.
but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
That's crazy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. They'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up fourth down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down.
What the?
Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
He's not on that. It hit his hands, Chris. He's not on it. Sounds good.
Hey, hold on. All day, every day, any day.
He dropped.
They'll run on first down. Clark. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gimme.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get to it to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
25 yards on the play. That's good. 4 Bills.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Motion. Mike 14.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mixon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense is saying go right ahead with those. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Why did you?
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Have they shown him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's got Fuller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Any bonus about this fucking line? I got a whole bunch of
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead.